Let's get started now. So, I am Sindhara. I'm the application specialist at DSS Image Tech. I welcome you all to today's webinar on next generation embryo assessment, how AI is shaping IVF success rates. So, we are here to explore an exciting and rapidly evolving area in IVF. Over the last decade, we have seen that IVF has tremendous scientific and technological progress. So, yet one of the most critical steps is choosing the best embryo for transfer. This still relies heavily on subjective visual assessment and embryologist experience. So, today, artificial intelligence is transforming this process by bringing consistency, data driven insights, and predictive power into embryo selection. So, to guide us through this important topic, we are honored to have with us Mr. Sungwook Kang, who is a seasoned healthcare professional with over 15 years of experience across global medical technology and digital health organizations. So, Sangwook currently serves as the business development lead at Kai Health, where he plays a key role in bringing cutting edge AI solutions to fertility clinics worldwide. With his extensive industry knowledge and global perspective, Sanguk will help us understand how AI powered embryo assessment is evolving and what it means for the future of IVF. So, over to you, Sanguk. You can start your session.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I will start. Hello everyone. My name is Sungwook Kang and I lead business development at Kai Health Company. Today, I am honored to speak on the topic Next Gen Embryo Assessment, how AI is shaping IVF success rates. First, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Hana Health for giving me the opportunity to present in front of so many distinguished clinicians and embryologists. Today's presentation will cover two main topics. First, I will discuss embryo assessment powered by AI through my presentation. And then I will provide a brief demonstration of our commercial product called Vita Embryo. I would like to disclose that I am an employee of Kai Health Company, and this serves as my statement of conflict of interest. Before we move into the main discussion, I would like to briefly review how embryo assessment methods have evolved over time. Traditionally, embryo evaluation has been performed using microscopic observation, and various technology have been developed to refine and to standardize this process. In the early 2000s, a time-lapse system were introduced, enabling continuous monitoring of embryo development. This allowed the clinician to observe not only morphology at a single time point, but also dynamic development kinetics over time. In the 2010s, rule-based machine learning method began to emerge. A representative example is KID score provided through Vitrolife embryoscopes. In these systems, clinician manually input specific development events, and the software generates a pregnancy prediction score based on those user entered annotations. As technology progressed, the field shifted toward deep learning based approach, and products using this method have now entered the market. The product I will introduce today, Vita Embryo, is also use a deep learning method. Deep learning allows AI to identify patterns directly from large data sets and learn the optimal predictors on its own. Unlike first generation rule-based system, it does not require manual input of developmental milestone. Instead, the model analyzes the provided image and generates a prediction immediately, enabling a more streamlined workflow. Looking ahead, embryo assessment technology are expected to evolve by integrating the broader clinical data set, improving model performance, um, and enhancing explainability. Many clinicians, for example, are increasingly interested in not only in predicting pregnancy potential from static imaging, but also in estimating the likelihood of euploidy, which represents one of the future direction for development of the software. Ultimately, the goal of all these technologies converges on a single purpose: to improve pregnancy rates. Among the many factors that influence the success of the IVF cycles, the quality of embryo is unquestionably one of the most critical. Therefore, selecting the best possible embryo is not just important; it is essential. However, despite our best efforts, there is a significant variability among embryologists when they select embryo, even when they are evaluating the same embryo. As I will explain in more detail later, the graph on the right-hand side illustrate this clearly. The different colors along each horizontal line indicate disagreement among evaluators. We also observed that the variability is even greater between junior and senior embryologists, showing a clear difference related to level of experience. I will go into this more detail shortly. As a result, the next generation of embryo assessment is expected to use AI, providing a tool that is more objective, non invasive, and more cost effective, ultimately supporting embryologists in their decision making. In our first commercial product called the Vita Embryo, we used a 5 embryo image as an input. For each embryo, we link the corresponding pregnancy outcome, specifically fetal heart tone positive or negative collected in ultrasound, and combine this key patient clinical information such as age at over pickup date to train our AI model. In my country, Korea, it is common to provide the patient with an embryo photo at the time of transfer. Interestingly, we have seen cases where patients upload their embryo images to ChatGPT and they ask, whether my embryo can will become pregnant or not. Even though the response may sound plausible, we cannot say that such analysis is accurate or critically meaningful. At the same time, we show how deeply AI has already become embedded in everyday life. When developing an AI product, the most important factor was the data. It is essential to curate and process the data according to the intended purpose of the model. In our case, to create a single training images, at least 5 embryologists independently labeled the same embryo images. They annotate the inner cell mass and trophectoderm and zona pellucida, as you can see the right-hand side called bio-enhanced column. And each image also received the Gardner grade. So, only images where at least 3 embryologists agree are included in our final training data set. By using this type of bio-enhanced data set, the AI learns to recognize the key anatomical structure of the embryo, especially the inner cell mass and trophectoderm, and achieves approximately 99% accuracy in identifying these regions during analysis. So the prediction you see are therefore grounded in highly curated, expert validated training data. Our company has conducted several studies to evaluate the clinical utility of AI in embryo assessment. One of these study was published in a journal last year, and this study was involved with 61 embryologists. In this study, each question presented four blastocyst images, and the task was to select the one embryo that resulted in the clinical pregnancy. Among the four images, only one embryo was from pregnant clinical pregnancy, and the remaining three were not pregnancy case images. The same test was administered twice with a 1 month interval. The first time, the embryologist answered without AI support, and 1 month later, they took the same test again. Then that time, they got the AI score for supporting their decision. So we analyzed the intra-observation agreement, which is consistency of each embryologist over time. And also we checked the inter-observation agreement, which is agreement among different embryologists. Without AI, the average performance was around 40% accuracy, and with AI support, their accuracy was improved by approximately 10 to 15% points, and the AI itself showed a consistent performance of around 65% accuracy. So we concluded that this study demonstrated when embryologists leverage AI, they have a better chance to select embryo with high pregnancy potential. Even more meaningful than the accuracy result was finding on inter-observation agreement. So, like I said before, inter-observation agreement in this context refers to how consistently the 61 embryologists agreed with one another when selecting embryos. In the baseline condition, the junior embryologist showed an inter-observation agreement that was about 9 percentage points lower than that of the senior embryologist. However, when both groups perform the test with AI support, the inter-observer agreement for both junior and senior group converged to the around 52%, reaching a very similar level. From this point, we can draw one important conclusion. So, for junior embryologists in particular, AI supports help them make embryo selection that are more aligned with those senior embryologists. In practical terms, this suggests that in setting where there is frequent step turnover, um, where a senior embryologist is not always available, or the clinic is located in a regional or remote area, and then AI can help standardize the embryo assessment process, and we can provide the reduced variability, thereby adding significant value to clinical practice. Let me share another clinical result. This was the first clinical trial in Korea evaluating an AI-based embryo analysis system. It was conducted as a multi-center, a single-arm pivotal study designed to validate the clinical performance of our AI algorithm. Here, we analyzed the data from 279 embryo transfer with known pregnancy outcomes. Among these, 93 resulted in clinical pregnancy and 186 did not. Based on this data set, our AI achieved an AURC, which is the indicator to measure the performance of AI model of 0.7254. And on the strength of this result, Vita embryo was approved in Korea as a class 3 medical devices. Here, AURC of 0.7272 represent a globally competitive level of the performance among AI products for embryo assessment in global. Although we continue to generate along strong clinical result, the most important component of any AI product is still the data. Our model has been developed using over 1 lakh data set collected from Korea and United States. And through our collaboration with Nova IVF, which is the second largest IVF clinic in India, as you know, so we will soon be incorporating the data set from India as well. At Nova IVF, they use Vita Embryo, and they has already been implemented for embryo assessment in about 80% of their laboratories, and we expect to reach 100% adoption by the end of this year. From August through last week, the system has been used around 2,000 cycles, analyzing approximately 8,250 embryo they analyzed. Nova IVF's their top priority is to standardize embryo assessment across its all laboratories because not every embryologist can be at a senior level. After about 3 months of use, we observed a substantial increase in agreement between the AI and the embryologist. Encouragingly, almost 90% of embryo selection were now aligned with the AI recommendation, which give us great confidence and expectation for the future. Our Vita Embryo solution is designed to be integrated without disrupting your existing workflow. Because it is a cloud-based product, there is no need for additional hardware investment or major infrastructure changes. You can leverage your current laboratory resource as they are, while adding the benefits of AI embryo assessment on top. I would strongly encourage you to experience Vita Embryo in your own lab setting and see how it can support and enhance your daily practice. This is my final slide. AI will continue to advance at an even faster pace in the coming years. In line with this, our company is actively conducting research on multiple aspects of infertility care where AI can bring meaningful innovation. One of the upcoming direction is personalized embryo culture media. Within Vita Embryo itself, we are also working on several development, including making the model more explainable, exploiting its potential integration with PGT, and developing quantitative method for embryo analysis. As an AI-focused infertility technology company, we will continue to strive to deliver clinically meaningful outcomes in the Indian market and beyond with Hana Health. Thank you for your attention. And now I will show a brief product demonstration for your reference information. This is our product, so the main interface. And here you can see our software is very simple to use. So there are several functions: camera, inventory, patient risk for embryo transfer, and patient management. And you can see your usage analysis. This is and then that's it. So it is very simple to use. So you can start by add a task. So when after making the task, just you can click the task, and there are different options to take a picture. So if your lab allows your lab, for example, your PC allow your camera in the Chrome browser, then you can use the real time capturing. So in that case, you can take the picture by clicking the button, and also you can analyze the photo like this. And here, okay, and here you can use by upload the picture like this by clicking this button, and you can select the picture through in your window we window folder like this. So the upload speed is depending on your internet speed. I think it is almost similar like real time in just a few seconds. So after clicking the analysis button, you can request the check the boundary for analysis. Then you can click the analysis button, and here it takes just a few seconds, and you can see the result of the embryo. So when you confirm the button, then you can see the other task. So you can continuously take a picture uh, as many as possible. So okay, just like this and checking and see the one more time, upload the picture, and selecting the picture like this, and open here, and click. Okay, and done. Okay, let's go to inventory first. Okay, I think it was my fault. Just I will share my screen again.
It's
Okay,
okay.
so sorry team. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So I think I turn off the analysis settings. That's why the analysis button didn't work for a while. So I fixed the issue. Sorry everyone. So I will show you the demonstration again. So we start from the add task by one single click, and you can find the patient like this. And here you can click your patient, and then you can upload your image from your local PC. Here I test for image upload, and here once the upload is done, here you can click the analyze the button, and our blue box shows the boundary for analysis, and you can check. And if you don't have any problem, then you can click the analysis button finally, and we provide the AI score and prediction score like this. And this is new feature from today. So based on this our Gardner score, and we provide the Gardner grade automatically. So here I will show you more detail here from here. As you can see, our score system has the two. The one is the Gardner score based on the morphological grading. So we provide the stage information and ICM and T score ranging from 1 to 10. So, for example, over 7 is more likely to categorize the into class A, and ICM 6 points is similar with the class B or sometimes class A. So based on this score, our system automatically generate the Gardner based on the our AI score. If you agree, you don't need to change anything. But if you have different opinion compared to our AI score, then you can click the here. So in this example, our score gives 7 points, but the AI gives class B. But if you can see, it is more likely to class A. Then you can click. You can change your grade by clicking this scroll down button. And also, based the blue score in the case the clinical pregnancy score based on the fetal heart tones clinical pregnancy. So based on our analysis score, we can generate report function. So you can check the meaning of the score by clicking the report. And here now we provide the score and implantation group like this, and in a second page, sorry, a third, yeah. So fourth page, you can see. Wait a minute. You can see the meaning of the AI score range. And this, for example, the 7 to 10 score gives the high implantation group with the 62.7% clinical pregnancy rate based on our data set. So this report can be shared to your patient or your clinician to further analysis. And we attach some frequent asked question based on our product. And also here for the patient information, we added some more information about embryo and our AI product. So we provided some report function, and you can use this internally or externally. And also, for here, when you have many different embryos in inventory, so every embryo has to have some action value. So we provide these three value: fresh transfer and cryo freezing function, and also disclosure. So these days, as far as I know, or India, most clinic they use all cryo embryo. In that case, you can click individual embryo to take the action, or you can make some group by clicking the group and cryo save. So you can check the all embryo. And also here, for example, if you follow our AI score, so it definitely store the same straw, for example, rank one straw one, and rank two, okay, there is the same score. That's why there is no rank two, because this is the same embryo image. So like this. So in the next cycle, these two embryo can be thawed and transfer in the next cycle if you are following our AI score. So we provide the very simple and intuitive information. First one is Gardner. The second one is clinical pregnancy score. So you can use our software freely, and also our exclusive partner Hana Health. They can provide just a free trial for 15 cycle for a month. So if you have interested in using our software, you can contact to Hana Health for the next step. This is end of my presentation, and just I will hand over the mic to Shindra, and let's have a Q&A session rest of time.
Yeah, thank you, Sungwook, for a wonderful presentation. I would like to take up few questions from the audience now. Any questions, you can unmute yourself, or you can drop the question in the chat box.
We have a question
Uh,
in the chat box.
Yes, yes. Just I read. Does the study is compared with the biopsy blast? You mean Akashi? Thank you for your question. I think I wonder you just want the result compare the AI and PGT result, or just the biopsy blast? You mean PGT? May I think. So the compare the result, compare the PGT is under research, under our research project for the next time, because we are now collecting the data set, data set. So we need some euploid or uneuploided of the embryo of like collecting the fetal heart tone information. So we have less data set. So now we this topic will be analyzed in the future. How can get details about this? I think this should be Shindura.
Can this technology
Okay.
be used for grading
Mhm.
day 3 embryos?
So we are now preparing. We are now developing, developing the day three analysis. As you know, uh, it takes some time, because the collecting the data set is really difficult, because for example, the blastocyst in India at least, the double embryo transfer is the widely used in your country, but in Korea and other country, the single embryo transfer is more preferable, and that's why we collected the one-to-one. The one embryo has to exactly answer, for example, the fetal heart tone positive or negative. But for example, the double embryo transfer, we can use only both clinical pregnancy, or both were not pregnancy. So the collecting the data set is the very important, in particular day three. But day three in Korea, we mostly use the double embryo transfer or triple embryo transfer. That's why the collecting the data set and matching the embryo one-to-one is very hard. So we are now finding other way to predict the clinical pregnancy outcome. So I think it will be commercialized at least 1 or 2 years later, depending on the situation. But we are now preparing the product. Okay. Can it be used for day six embryo? Yes, we are ready, but we are now validate some features. That's why so far we provide only day five fresh embryo analysis. But we will, yeah, we will show you the day six embryo analysis in the near future. This for this example.
Like Sungwook said, once you agree on to go ahead, we'll give a free trial for 1 month for 15 cycles. So you can use that and you can let us know if you have any queries. You can get back to me. I'll be there to support you. So in the chat box, I have shared two links. One, the first link would be for you to download the Vitampio brochure. The second link you can click on and fill your details, so I can arrange a one-on-one call with you and give you more details about the product, and I can train you on to use this Vita Embryo. So you can fill in your details in these columns, and for more commercial discussion, you can contact Anuj sir, who's the head of IVF sales and service. There's
Okay, the
one more
Dr.
question.
Gaura. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, frozen out. Yeah. So at the moment, our AI model is specialized in analyzing the fresh embryo. So once it is thawed, it cannot be analyzed through our AI model. But uh, we we also have a frozen thawed embryo model, but it has to be validated now. So I think yeah, we are ready, but we want to be prepared 100%. So to answer your question, now the Vira embryo cannot analyze the thawed embryo, but we we know your issues, and yeah, we want to support the best way to analyze the frozen thawed embryo in the near future.
Any more questions from anyone? Yeah. Thank you all for joining the session today. We'll be conducting more and more such enlightening sessions, more about the new technologies in the IVF field. Please do join us, and also we'd be happy to share this knowledge with all of you.